now I think it's time to test out phone cases. I went and ordered a few ahead of time to see which one is going to be the best phone case for me. Let's get to those. Okay, so all of these cases I've purchased from Amazon.com. And it looks like, here we go. This is our first one. I don't remember what this one was called, who I ordered it from. Funny thing is, I ordered two cases that looked fairly similar but had a different logo down here, so I thought maybe they would be slightly different. No, they're the exact same case. So let's see how it fits on the new S9. Pops in nicely. That's actually not bad. I'm impressed. It does pull away here a little bit, which makes me wonder. Buttons work just fine. It works, but I don't know. It's smooth on the back. It's not too bad. It's got some texture here, some rubberiness to it so you can grip it. But I'm not completely sold on this one, to be honest. I don't like that it just peels right off the body like that. Let's try out the next phone case here. The next phone case I have here is the Taurus, T-O-R-R-A-S phone case. And this one, the seller actually emailed me the day that it arrived. They said, hey, we'd love to hear a review. Now, I can tell already, this is a firm case. It's not, it's definitely plastic, but it doesn't feel plastic. It's almost got a, I don't know, suede-y, rubbery feel to it. Doesn't scratch too bad. Let's go ahead and pop it in. Clips in nicely. I'm satisfied with that click. Just when it doesn't pop off easy either. Here we go. Come on. So let's do that again. That's not bad. And then it's got a little bit of a little ledge right there, so you can help you find the fingerprint sensor, and you can see it's already open. This thing, I love that fingerprint sensor. You just tap it. Like nothing. Man, I kind of like this case. I was not completely sold on it before, but I like that. It clicks on, it holds nice. It's not peeling off. It's not obstructive of the buttons or anything. I kind of like it. It's got these weird cracks here at the bottom for, I don't know, bracing or something. But it's a nice case. This one is definitely my number one so far, the Taurus phone case here. And I'll have all these cases linked in the description. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Alright, and our next one here is the VRS Design Lab Design for Life. This one, as you can tell, I like them simple, I like them black, I like them thin and a little bit grippy. So here we have our phone case. It's definitely flimsy compared to our last one that we were just looking at, but let's see how it is on the phone here. It just clips right on. Buttons still work, even though it does have covers over the buttons themselves. They still work, and if I'm not mistaken, oh, I accidentally bumped the fingerprint sensor there. If I'm not mistaken, those, are they see-through? Yeah, they are. There's holes so that, you know, it doesn't have too much gunk stuck in there, and if you do get it in there, it can come out. However, it does have the same flimsiness that I didn't even think about when I was buying these. About this just pulling off like that. I'm not a fan of that. So I'm gonna nix this one. Not that it's a bad phone case, it's just not the right one for me. If that's something that you're not concerned with, but you look at the back here, it's got a nice feel. It's got these lines here, and those are even a little grippy. It's also got lines here on the edges to help hold the phone itself in place. Let's put this back on here. I'll give you a real review. I'm not going to just nix it right off. But it's got some lines here to help you with grip, but they're actually kind of slippery. I'm a little disappointed. Not very grippy at all. So it looks like it's made to be good for grip and things, but it doesn't quite execute it well in my book. I'll probably not be keeping this one either. At least not for my daily driver. Our next one is the Rinky. This one is a tear open. You have to destroy the package to open it up, unfortunately. And here it is. It comes with a dust kit packet to keep it dry. And a little thank you card. Aren't they the nicest? Make sure you connect with them on their internet things. This one looks like a metal case, but it's a rubber case. Also flimsy, but it's a little bit more rigid than the others. It's definitely a little thicker too. Let's go ahead and pop in the phone here and see how it feels. Oh yeah, that really, like, you can tell that it's grabbing on. It wraps on a little bit further than the other ones, I think. So buttons work fine. These also have little slits here to keep gunk from sticking in there. You got a little bit of a ramp into the fingerprint sensor so you can still access it easily, smoothly. That's actually seamless too. You can't even tell where it ends and starts right there. Let's see. It does pull away a little bit, but not much. I don't know if that's enough to worry about. You know what? Let's compare against my old phone. I love this case. I wish that Body Glove made this same case. I actually used this case on this phone, and I had the exact same case for the S5, which was my last phone. The Body Glove case. This thing is my absolute favorite. It's got these lips ridges here that are great for grip. And it's just thick, it's durable, it's a solid case. I got a little magnet in there for my car mount. It's got these webbing here for some impact resistant stuff. It's been a fantastic case for me. I wish that Body Glove made this same case again. But alas, they have discontinued it. They didn't even make it for the Galaxy S8, but they did make it for the 7. And as you look here, it definitely pulls away. So maybe I shouldn't be knocking these ones just for pulling away, but I do like that these ones are not as easy to pull away. This one is obviously, it's 2 years old. If it pulls away because it's old, you know, and I'm thinking if I keep this one here, which is a pretty nice case, it may not pull away. All right. And the final phone case that we're going to check out is the Jazzbon. This one actually got lost in transit, and we had to reorder this one, but still came in 2 days once we ordered it the second time. Let's see if it was worth the wait. It comes in an envelope. It's a little odd. And right off, I'm positive with this. I like it. It's very similar to the texture of this one, which is the Taurus case. It's very similar in texture to the Taurus case. It might be a little bit more rubbery. It does have these little rubber separators are the main differences, and then it's also a rigid case. And then it has now, instead of having the notches for the buttons, it has covers for the buttons. We'll see how that'll perform. It's got a suede interior. Interesting. With this phone being a waterproof phone, and my phone does see quite a bit of moisture in its lifetime, I don't know how it's going to do with suede and moisture on this one, but let's go ahead and just pop it on and see how it feels. Oh, come on. It's a little tight. It doesn't feel like it's quite on there, but like my new background, it's on. It holds. Not bad. Fingerprint sensor works just fine. I like how it has a little bit of a button or a lip there to keep the fingerprint sensor safe. Not bad. This one definitely will be put to the test with the other two. So my top three right now are the Taurus and the Rinky, and now we've added the Jaspon. Got all three of these off of Amazon. These so far are my three favorites. I'll get back to you on what my final decision is after I've tried all three. We'll see in a minute. All right. Well, I have taken the time to do a full testing on a bunch of these smartphones. These ones, let's see, right here, these ones I automatically just decided, you know what, I'm not gonna like them, I'm not gonna put them to the test. So those ones were eliminated, and I went ahead and tested these ones. Each of these were my daily driver for a whole day. We have the Rinky. This is the one that is a little bit firmer. It's still rubbery, flexible. It's a decent one. I liked it. The next one was the Taurus. This one I was really excited about. It's a hard case, it's thin. That's kind of the whole thing I was going for when I started this, is the thin phone case. It's got kind of a smooth version of like a rubbery case. And then we have the latecomer, the Jaspon, the one that was lost in shipment, but it ended up making it here after being reordered. This is almost the exact same one as this, but it has these little rubber grooves, as well as the whole case is actually rubbery instead of a smoother feeling with a rubbery look. This is an actual like super rubbery feeling with a suede interior. And the one that actually became my all-out preference was right here. It's the Rinky. I was initially going for a really thin phone case. I thought that it would be this one or this one. However, this one here, the Jaspon, it's so rubbery that it grabs all dust and lint, and so this little lip where it kind of hooks onto the front of the screen of the phone would just gather dust and lint and everything, and it was just nasty, always right here along that edge. I did not like it. So this one definitely is not going to be my daily driver. And then on the Taurus, I definitely liked it. I liked that the buttons had notch cutouts. It was thin. It's a hard case, but I feel that it's such a thin case. It feels like it's just plastic. I don't feel like it's going to provide any actual, what would you call it, protection against drops and things like that. It seems just a little bit too brittle. I definitely did like that it has this lip here. However, I definitely like this one more. I also didn't like the texture. I thought that this would be grippy enough, but I constantly found that this was just sliding out of my hands all the time. It wouldn't stay in my hands, so I ended up just nixing this one. It's not going to become my daily driver. Sorry, Taurus. I had my hopes up, but if you do like it, you can find them. There's their information stuffs right there. Cool. Again, the links are down in the description for all of these phone cases, even the ones I didn't even try. And then the Rinky, I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but this, I definitely have liked this case. It is a thicker case. It provides quite a bit of extra heft, I guess you could say. This way, it doesn't look bad right now, but it definitely adds some heft to it. I don't like the buttons are covered, and this Bixby, can I just tell you, it's been driving me nuts. I finally figured out how to set it up so that this only works if you do like a double tap or a long press, but because of its proximity to the volume button, I'm constantly thinking, oh, here's the lower volume rocker, here's the upper volume rocker. No. This is my volume rocker, this is the Bixby button. Was super frustrating to deal with, but I think I've gotten it down. I may go in later and actually shave this button off with like an X-Acto knife, so that I'm not as inclined to press it. But for the most part, it's been a great phone. I liked this case. This is the one I'm going to stick with for now. However, I definitely want to get a pop socket for this thing. It is a huge phone. I didn't realize how much bigger the S9 Plus would be from my old Galaxy S7. It's a huge difference, and it's a lot faster. I definitely can tell that. I have a slow-mo video I shot yesterday of some really fat snowflakes falling. I'll upload that one to YouTube here in the next day or so. So watch out for that if you want to check that out. But I definitely want to add like a pop socket or something right here, just so it's easier to reach, because I find that constantly if I'm trying to do this one-handed, I can't reach the top of the screen. I'm having to go two-handed to reach to the top, or like almost dropping it and then catching it and be like, crap, okay, now I pressed the button. Now how do I get back down when I'm trying to do it like one-handed style? It's kind of funky. I'm not a big fan of the size without something to hook on, so I'll probably end up getting a pop socket here. Well, that's it for my review on phone cases. I am going to be buying this Ringkey one. Go ahead and check them out on their social media. They did not sponsor this, I just paid for this myself. So check them out. We're going to go ahead and end the video here. Let me know if you guys have any other questions about the Samsung Galaxy S9, or if there's something else you'd like me to test out. And that's pretty much it. We'll see you guys in the next video.